March 5th, 2022 rotoball patch outside of the compound. This little area that we're tilling up is 20 foot by 20 foot, and we will put a clone from the 1511 rotoball that's super nuclear orange in there. Stella's going to grow it. Solomon's going to help. And how big of a square foot of an area is this, Stella?
400.
Four?
Exact.
That's right, 400 square foot. That's exactly right, sweetheart. So we're just going to do a little basic till today. We're not going super deep. We're going to break up the sod up top, probably about a 3-inch till. Put down some basic amendments because we don't have a soil sample on this, but we don't need a soil sample on this. I kind of know what my soil was and what I can do to get us a nice, well, 300 to 500, maybe 1,000 pound fruit if we're lucky. But that's our work for today. Well, I had 1.5 more passes to get the whole thing done. You can tell by how nice the soil is where we've already been working it in the new cut soil. And I called for my daughter to bring me gas from the lower building. It's gonna take a while, but it's
not filming this, right?
It's gonna get here. Come on, you. Oh, good gravy. So, yeah, fair enough. Standing here at the barn point, and there's our barn where we grew the 1242 rotoball. What I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna put down some soft cow, which is a gypsum product. It's that orange bag way up there. Yeah. Got one there, and I'll mend both of those soft cows down to probably that bag of alfalfa. You know, I have 6 bags of alfalfa sitting in the patch right now. I'll put down all 6 bags evenly across the patch. They're 40-pound bags. But the soft cow, that gypsum product, 40 pounds per bag. And like I said, I'm gonna amend the top half, and I'm gonna try to get a couple more bags and amend the bottom half, probably in about 3 to 4 weeks. But that's what they had available. It's not enough to do me, so I'm gonna do closest to my planting areas with anticipation of getting more product later. Makes sense. That's the way you do it when you gotta do it. We're done amending the top patch, Stella's patch, 400 square feet. Pre-till amendments and early amendments, which is our alfalfa and our gypsum. We went ahead and put down about 1.5 pounds of borax on this 400 square feet, which is a lot.
Alfalfa?
Oh yeah.
Gypsum.
Oh yeah, looking good. That alfalfa, like I said, it comes in a pellet form. That's a big long one. Of course, you're gonna pick up a long one, and it's looks like a compressed material similar to what you'd see the pellets for a pellet stove. Well, it's hard as a rock, but as soon as the water hits it, any type of precipitation, it really puffs up and breaks apart. And there's some areas that's a little bit heavily amended. That's okay. The water's going to disperse that. The till's going to disperse that. For now, we want some precipitation to get on here and kind of bust things up. This is step 1 on new ground, which is rough. This is my indoor grow tent. It's a 7-foot tall Gorilla light line. I keep it in my basement. I guess it's manufactured mainly for the cannabis growers, but I find it to work very nicely for my starts and for my overwintering projects. The light is a HLG 4800H R-Spec, very bright. It's a LED, doesn't put out a lot of heat, puts out a little bit of heat, which is nice. I do have that can fan. There's the can fan that I'll actually move out to the patch in certain situations to force air through conduit as needed. It does have a filtration system just to keep air flowing through the system, keep things nice, happy, and healthy. The clones are still alive. Down here at the bottom, I have a total of 4 clones. The original clone in the back, and secondary clone, third clone, and a 4th clone. Have some tomato seeds started, and I'll be starting the pumpkin seeds here in about 2 to 3 weeks. So this area will be completely full. I have moved the pepper out. It is upstairs, getting light in a large window area and getting snacked on by my son. March 20th, 2022. First day of spring, yeah baby. This is the upper till area. We're gonna start calling that the stop sign patch. It is 20 by 22, freshly tilled, mostly freshly tilled earth. There's a small section down here that we had a watermelon and some Vortex beans in last year, or in the prior year we just had Vortex beans, but we have turned this into a pumpkin patch. This is where the 2350 Ginger clones that produce my 1511 nuclear orange fruit will go. I will have either one or two plants in here. It is honestly the size, realistically, for one good plant. Thinking about having two, thinking about having one, don't know. Probably put two out, we'll see what happens. I have some amendments to it so far. Obviously quite a bit of alfalfa. I'm a big fan of the alfalfa. It helps with the organic matter, and the worms tend to dig it. I do have a little bit of gypsum, a little bit of borax. I have not done a soil sample on this area, and I won't do a soil sample in this area. Kind of know what it needs, and I'm going to address it accordingly, and then next year maybe we'll look to do a soil sample. Have the boards out, waiting to plank around in the pumpkin patch. Regular size cat, small size pallet. Scott Bayou could use that small size pallet for his fruit. This is the Rotoball patch compound, as you know. It has been fully amended and tilled. This is about a 4 to 6 inch till. I did this yesterday. Got the sunburn to prove it. We were nice. We were about 70, 71. Today we're back down to, I don't know, 55 and windy and freeze your hind end off. But it was nice to get the labor done, get it taken care of. I still have a broad fork to do and a final 2 to 3 inch till with a rake over. The huts have been put together. Now I have not skinned them out yet. I still need to skin them in 3 to 4 mil plastic and tape up the seams for air tightness. I'll put those in their normal locations and get ready for the season. I have, the main reason for the video is our seed selection today. Seed selection, as you can see, these are intended for my father's patch, the 1943 Keenan and the 1883 Baywatch. The ones over here are intended for my patch, the 1965.5 Rotoballs, the 1992.5 Edwin Pierponts. Oh yeah, the Knolls also going to be started for my father. The 2356 Mindy's bonus plants, just in case we need them. It's a total of 15 seeds that we're going to start up with intentions of having 5 mature plants with 5 mature fruit going to scale. That's the hope. Stella, if you would go ahead and put those seeds away there in that container and screw the cat back on. Thank you, sweetheart.
Welcome.
So the 15 seeds with the intention of 5 plants. We're going to double plant, which will be a total of 10 actual seedlings that will be needed. So we have 5 seeds to waste. And I have no issues with wasting 5 seeds. You're going to see slow starters, no germers, tricotters, double viners, that sort of thing. So the numbers make sense to me. That's the game plan thus far, guys. Any questions, comments, considerations, reach out to us. Otherwise, growing big. Doc out.